Katina. We got you. No, that's something only vision bearers can. Could you show me? Take it away, traveler. Powers, wielded by a single person! I've never even heard of something like that! Let me give it a try! Nope, still just Joe. Anyway, I was right! You really are so... Just wait till you hear about our previous adventures! Whoa, what's that? Oh, that's a cuckoo soar! They fly high and fast, and they're always full of energy. Right? It's been ages since that day we first saw Natlan. They've come... Oh, before, they look like shiny little gems, don't they? Don't be... I always bring a few when I know... Woo! Paimon loves candy! Hey! My pleasure,
The pilgrimage of the rich... Before we begin, allow me to remind... Each team will board a hot air balloon, which will land at a random location. Contestants must search for fire towers within the contest grounds, accumulate contending fire through combat, and bring a sufficient amount back to the stadium. Defeat in combat, departure from the contest grounds, and running out of time all lead to elimination. Only the strongest teams will be able to withstand the onslaught of battle and return to the arena, blazing fire in hand. Only those who emerge triumphant in the team stage earn the right to take part in the individual battles. The outcome of these one-on-one matches not only affects the contestants' individual scores, but also determines their next opponent. After many rounds of battle, the contestants with the top 5 rankings will get the chance to take part in the Night Warden Wars. Now, let us welcome our Archon as she delivers the opening address!
Skill, strategy, fortune. The pilgrimage is not merely a trial to determine this. Today marks the beginning of yet another legendary saga, one written in the triumphs of the victors. So, without further ado, let the games begin!
So that's the Pyro Archon? Kachina said she was friendly and welcoming, but, how'd she come to that conclusion? Yeah, but it would be kind of rude to bother her during the pilgrimage, don't you think? We should wait for a better time. Oh, look! It's Kachina and the others!
Well, folks, it's clear the contestants are already raring to go. The teams will now board their hot air balloons. Kick their butts, Ixna!
Go, Mulani, go! You can do it, Kachina!
And the crowd goes wild! The hot air balloons are about to ascend. Contestants, remember the rules. The balloons will take you to random locations, and your battle starts the moment you land. Best good luck, everyone!
Guess this is where we're starting. Let me see. Let's head that way. We don't need to... Okay, just remember.
Time for the contestants to give it their all!
Ooh, a fire tower. And an unoccupied one from the looks of it. Be on the lookout for an ambush. Careful, we've got company! Kachina! Easy start! Tanya, we got spice generators and fire in the first place. So let's go! Takes all, loser gets lost. Fire tower over there!
No!
Out of the way or get blown away!
Grab the fire and let's head to the next spot.
We have Chasta, one of the contestants with the flower feather band, really living. Amadu has taken out 6 contestants in a row! What a legendary competitor! But can his hot streak continue?
Oh, well, aren't you two interesting duo?
How did these monsters make it onto the ground?
Smart tournament. Can't handle these monsters. I'll solve the focus. While we handle these monsters, then we battle them ourselves. Your run ends here. and Natlan and Kachina have already eliminated several favorites for the win! I knew someone would show up. Hands over the sacred fire and no one gets hurt.
This stuff is huge. Since you will be all the way up there, it's gonna take forever to make it to the top. Just leave it to me. I'll get us up there. Right here. We made it! Great work, Regina. Glad I could help. An empty boat.
This was new. I'm sorry, Cassie, but since we're into each other, I can't just let you pass. If you like Chloe, you have to follow me.
Fewer and fewer contestants remain in play. The remaining competitors need to hurry if they want to make it out of this thing.
Hold it right there. That fire is mine. In your dreams, I think someone needs a reality check, and I'm more than happy to oblige. Let's finish this next.
Go clean up sacred fire. Still do all right, Regina? Yeah, these are fast. We really looked out. Just grab on, Regina. I'm not sure if you remember. My tracking marks here with big distances. It's all smooth sailing from here. Thanks, Melody. Hey, thank you before. We're as a team. There's no way I could take on that strategy. I don't think I can help. Oh, those are some steep curves. Not scared, are you? I'm fine. I don't scare you. Not after that last ride we were feeling. Oh, yeah. Isn't that right? That's an outdoor your face at all. Stairways are continued upward. Actually, I was feeling pretty down that day. My training didn't go well. Anyway, it really cheered me up. I really want to win this time. I want to win this contest and become a true warrior. That's what I like to hear.
If your team has gathered enough fire, please proceed to the stadium as quickly as possible. Congratulations! Amazing! Congratulations! Keep it up, Kachina!
You two can take a short break at the team stage. After that, we'll proceed.
You two are...
Solo battles next.
Oh, it's right there.
We're contestants too.
According to...
Well,
Wait, you two are
well, look who we have here. Remember us? Or look, since we've crossed.
right now.
Don't mind him. You! Don't just stand there! Get security! Oh!
Forget the rules. Exactly.
Regina!
Who are you?
Trevor! Paimon! Oh, we just came to have a chat and all of a sudden... You're not bullying Kachina on our watch. Thanks, you guys. I don't know your names. But if you... It has to wait until after the tournament, though.
That's enough, you two. Being caught off guard is not this behavior.
Are you alright? You're not hurt anywhere, are you? No. Thanks. Right, that sounds more like...
I heard there was trouble. Has this...
Yes, it was not...
So, I hope you'll let him get to you, Kachina.
That came up...
You must be Kachina. You know, people told me I got lucky in the draw, but I beg to differ. So, well...
I really...
All right, our contestants have each said their piece. To your places, everyone. And...
I have to...
Congratulations to Kachina for taking the win. Let's give her a round of applause, everyone.
That's one...
Where do you come from? He's a break. And you don't either. What? Hear that? Silver cheers the ground. That's my mind. Christian! You've got what it takes to...
And it's Kachina for the win! We'll now head in...
Thanks for cheering me on, you two. You were great. I don't think I'm ready for the last round, Kachina. Milani! I got permission to... But, What? Yeah, I did too, but we just have to get past it. War is... So, I'm going to give this... To hand victory to your opponent is to take pity on them. But no one's asking for pity here, yeah? So, atta girl. So, if one... You mean, I'll be happy no matter who wins. Traveler? I've been training. Thanks for going...
We've arrived at the final phase. The winner of this match will take the final spot among the victors. Give it up for a long-time contender and first-time finalist from the Children of Echoes, Kachina!
You get this, Kachina!
And her opponent from the people of the Springs, a young prodigy and Night Warden Wars veteran, Mualani! This face-off between old friends promises to be an explosive showdown. May the best warrior win!
You've come so far. Still nervous? Why does it have to be you? Still, I'm glad in a way. Even if I lose, I won't have any regrets. Come on! Kachina, this is no time to be modest. I know you want this more than me. And it's about time you start sounding like it, okay? I want to win. Milani, this one's mine! Look.
The winner is, from the Children of Echoes, Conchita!
And with that, the winners put your hands together. With her 6th consecutive win, Jessica of the Flower Feather Clan. She managed to turn the tides all by herself. Inside of the with an explosive comeback 10 years in the making. A seasoned and renowned warrior. Kibangu of the Scions of the Canopy. Last but not least, finally living up to her true potential, Conchita of the Children of Echo.
Over here, Vegeta! Okay, feels like
This is no dream. You're straight.
we'll be going to war together.
No matter how many pilgrimages I witness, I'm always overwhelmed with pride, brave warriors.
As you command.
As you command. Traveler, Paimon, there you are. I wanted to thank you for supporting Kachina. Not that it feels good to lose, but I'm happy. Hey, wanna go for a walk? Sure. What do you say, Traveler? Something on your mind? Listen, I'd be lying if I said I was glory always. She's not one. Come to think of it. The people of the sprint.
Looks like you beat me to it.
Can each?
I was planning on...
Hey, first come, first served.
Yeah, you were first. Still, Traveler, Paimon, feel free to...
Yeah. All right, let's go. Oh, we're finally here. So this. Fetch me a bottle.
Just one. Let's get it. Wanna go to Golden Dust?
Now this is a big game.
Wow, it's so lively around here. We try to treat every day like a holiday around here. We believe. Now, let me show you around. Shochi Cattle Records, Palomchi Plaza, the Hot Springs, of course. Wait, don't be shy.
Milani.
Oh, Auntie Atea.
Please, I told...
That's right. We only just arrived. Hi there.
I'm Milani's neighbor, Atea.
Yeah, I was this close to winning. Anyway, it's all in the past. Oh, wait. We need swimsuit.
Hold it right there, young lady.
Rule. There's a rule?
That's right. Outlanders have to complete a trial at an artificial hot spring.
It's not nearly as scary as it sounds. A few travelers have thought, but seriously, Auntie Atea, do you have?
Famous last words.
Oh, that's how.
Exactly. There will be no excessive...
Okay.
That's more like it.
Relax.
Much better. Hey, you over there. How many times have I...
Oh, shoot.
Stop right there.
She sure has a lot of energy. Back before I should refer to any. Finally, it's just the doctors meant abyssal power still exists within her body. Oh, no, that's normal. She's worked. Anyway, let's head. Oh, I see. That's a great idea.
See, I told you the chief would agree. Well, let's get moving then. We can't let a word of this out to anyone else.
Hey, Amina, Hikaru, Marikow. You three seem particularly.
Oh, Mulani.
This is the traveler and. Oh, what a coincidence. We were just.
We think Auntie Atea's illness.
Really? How can you tell?
Okay, so while you've been busy with the pilgrimage, we noticed that she's been visiting, specifically the hot springs in the caves to the north of our settlement. I'm sure you know, she can never come into contact. Yeah, so we got to thinking, what if we renovated the abandoned? Chief Amina thinks it's a great idea too.
Of course. How could you even think of? I'm a little busy right now, though. Of course, these artificial springs are pretty, and you two. I know you want to focus.
You got it, Chief. We'll keep an eye out. All right, we're off then.
I'm also gonna head out. Finally, it's hot spring time. Oh, I already arranged swimwear for you. So, what do you think? Can you feel the warmth relax every muscle in your body? Yeah, it's so nice. The steam is warm too. The first time I came to the hot springs, there was no calming effect whatsoever. I was such a little ball of energy, the moment my parents slipped away, I ran off to the high temperature pools. It's actually pretty funny looking back on it. They were absolutely frantic, looking for me all over, until finally they saw my head slowly poke out from under the water. I was too young to remember the whole ordeal, but my parents told me all about it. A natural-born swimmer, my mother called me. Just like her, I taught myself how to dive underwater the first time I ever went swimming. So feel free to go for a swim. I'll be right here if you need rescuing. Okay, here goes nothing. Auntie Atea, you really came to check on us?
Of course. And I'm glad you listened. I brought you all some milk and snacks as well. I'll just leave them here. The temperature in the artificial springs isn't too high, so I went with Source crackers and grain fruit chips. See how you like them.
Oh, thank you! These are great!
Well, I did make them myself. Very few young people know how to truly appreciate hot springs, so listen carefully. The temperature of the hot spring not only determines the type of snacks you should choose, but also the amount of time you should spend in the water. To bathe in a hot spring is to completely empty your mind. As such, swimming around the pool is incredibly disruptive and impolite, and something you should absolutely not learn from Mualani.
Hey!
Alright, looks like you were able to adapt to the temperature, no problem. You should be able to switch to the natural springs then. Well, I've got to get going. Oh, and make sure you drink your milk. I'm looking at you, Mualani. I still remember how you used to pour it into the water when you were little. That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not.
Okay. Paimon didn't think you were the type to do something like that.
I remember thinking I'd totally get away with it too. But turns out milk is pretty easy to spot when you pour it into clear water. Not my best work. Some people get dizzy if they stay in here too long. You guys alright?
I'm fine, just a bit stuffed.
Looks like you two are natural. We certainly don't. In exchange, though, I can recommend a couple of shops that are worth a visit. Huh?
Yeah, she brought us snacks and taught us. Friends are supposed to help each other.
Well then, the more the... Alright, we should get going.
Milani! But you're important guests. We can't put you to work.
Alright. Now, where to start? Looks like the water outlet is blocked pretty bad. Ooh, those boxes in the corner need to be thrown out. Also, someone needs to go out and get some...
Hey, I'm not any better.
Yeah, that works too. I can introduce you to all the shops while we're at it. Hey there, Yellow Fast. Well, that's right. Well, it wouldn't be a competition. Here, it's all on the list. Wow, that's right. Wait, yours... Come on. All right.
Wow, that was amazing, Milani.
All interested? They won't come cheap. I'm not planning to haggle this time, I promise. Package them separately, would you? Nope. Kachina likes shiny little trinket. I'll hold on to them for now. It'll be a nice... Oh, right. That should be everything. Let me see. That's on the house. 7 years ago, when the Abyss attacked our tribe. So we will. It's gonna be a... Well, that's our shopping done. We're back. How's everything going? Wow, this place cleaned up nice.
I would hope so. Did you guys get...
Oh, we got it.
All right then.
Actually, why don't you two take a break? I'll handle it from here. So, I was brainstorming on the way over, and I'm here. So, what do you think?
It looks,
Well, I'm usually the one in charge of the thing. Not to mention the...
Yeah,
I see. Well, let's call it a day then. Traveler, I'm on. You must be tired. Alright, this is it. Get a good night's sleep, okay?
Yep. Anyway.
Traveler,
Milani? What's going on? Where did all these monsters...
it's the Abyss. Our patrols are... Come with me. Rolani, one moment. I'll be right there. Really? That's perfect. I've been waiting for the chance to fight by your side. Hang in there. We're here to help.
Garden Way.
Take flight. No, they are the Abyss. Destroy them.
thank you.
Go help the others. Hey there. We've cleared out most of the monsters over here. Looks like we're still... Let's go ask Amina. Amina!
Oh, it's you three. Thank you for helping clear. We were prepared for...
Where'd they come from?
The east side and abyssal...
A kind of gate created by the Abyss. The only way to end the attack is to destroy the pylon as soon as possible. Otherwise...
Exactly.
Alright, we'll go seal off the one to the east. Traveler, Paimon.
Of course! On behalf of the...
Let's go. There's no time to lose.
Garden Way.
Out of the way or get blown away!
That should do it, right?
I don't see any more.
These attacks happen a lot.
Yeah, it makes things hard sometimes. Besides, come on, we should head back. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there something over there?
You're right. Milani, look! They're coming from that direction! Wait, that area looks kind of familiar.
What? How unlucky can we... We probably don't have any reinforcements over there.
Huh? Seems like the monsters are decreasing in number.
Come on, everyone, keep it up! Hey there! Wait,
doing here?
Wait, I was in a...
Stop talking for...
Is this the right area? Hello? Anyone there? Mulan.
Ataya took care of it. Oh, wait, no.
Ataya!
And you, forget about... The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other. What? The crystal's been purified? When?
The anguish he feels has brought him to tears. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you purify it?
Ataya! Ataya! Wait, what do you mean? What is this? Some sort of purification? The abyssal power is being cleansed away.
How can that be? I never knew that was even possible.
Ataya!
The mark of the abyss. It's gone.
Yes, thanks to the Traveler. By the way, Traveler, are you alright? I just saw you purify abyssal power from Ataya's body. That didn't injure you in any way, did it? You're sure? Good, good.
Thank goodness. You scared us all half to death just now.
Alright, everyone, head back and get some rest. We'll meet here tomorrow. We'll celebrate Ataya's recovery and our triumph over the abyss. And most importantly, we'll show the Traveler and Paimon how grateful we are for their aid. Let's make it an occasion to remember. Dismissed!
Guys!
Got any other secret powers I should know about? Oh, but seriously, you really came through for us tonight, so thank you. I almost forgot you had that ability. You used it back in Mondstadt to cleanse Dvalin's tears, didn't you? That was some quick thinking, Traveler. Huh? You look like something's bothering you. What's wrong? Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her internal organs and the progression of her illness.
We think Auntie Ataya's illness has taken a turn for the better. She can never come into contact with hot water before, and...
Hello? Traveler! Maybe you can zone out some other time because Paimon can barely keep her eyes open.
Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? Hot spring temperature too hot? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. I was hoping...
Who, me?
Yes, you. Come on.
Hey, where are you going?
Just going to get some air. You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh,
All right.
Milani.
Yeah?
You've gotten so tall. You know that. Feels like just yesterday you were that rambunctious kid causing trouble all around the hot springs. Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Seriously, Traveler, did something happen? Oldies.
I guess I should explain. I wasn't visiting the hot springs because your friend saved my life in that cave. The hot springs. I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left. Oh, Milani?
That better not happen.
But yesterday, I was seeing you out, even if I was never injured. Old age would still take me one day. Just remember, whether in life or death, I am always with you.
I understand. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation, and live up to the example you set for good.
Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole... It's brought me good fortune and... Just tell her...
Don't worry. We'll make sure.
All right.
Traveler, Ataya, Milani! If you don't hurry up, there won't be any snacks left!
Excuse me, what did I say about bathing in the hot springs on a full... Life is a journey.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The abyss, stills, a couple of swords. Oh, and Ataya's snack. You only had to...
Hey, you guys.
Sleep well last? Yep, this here. Glad you like it.
Hey, Milani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to...
And Kachina?
Kachina fell in battle. But don't worry, the team is victorious.
That's a relief. The abyss is...
Exactly. She deserves...
Alright, thanks for letting me... Jeez, she sounded a little anxious. Milani, you said the abyss... Like, think about, At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. But through our long history of fighting the abyss, we realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the abyss invaded Tibet. You know that. That's right. Congress and Natlan was the worst effective foe. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. It was as if each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the abyss was we now believe the abyss has invaded. And that's how it became so dangerous and... Yes, and that's why, luckily, the problem now every tribe... You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point. Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility, duty,
unavoidable burden. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? We have to. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing, the sea's not...
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Of course. No one's Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who...
Looks like I'm just in time.
Hey, Nate, you're here.
Yeah, the commission ran longer than expected, but I made it.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new frontier's got...
Hey, look, is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the... Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so...
Warriors of Natlan! Here we are the inheritors, those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own... That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation!
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, Pyro Archon and Resurrected Person will emerge from the flame.
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the teams think about it. Oh, is it the Archon?
Hey, you just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat...
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced.
Maybe you did. But who's to say whether that little girl even contributed? Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your
Calm down, Milani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the YUB...
I mean... Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, we don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, to prevent further casualties...
What?
No one is on... But doubt isn't...
If
If there are things you wish to clarify...
No,
Even though I have said nothing...
That guy doesn't even have to...
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends sooner, you should join the investigation. So,
Of course I'll join.
in that case, come see me.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not, rest assured, everyone, once again, I
I believe she did.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom until we find...
And that means...
That's correct.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always... She wasn't afraid whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training. She would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her... We supported her every... Sit peacefully and wait for her...
That's not...
It's all right. Believe me, I want... But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe that...
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage, but if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will skip...
If we compare the... Sorry, the raw truth can...
What would you say?
No.
But
Yes.
And that is the crux of the problem. Either way, once doubt is corrected, their ultimate goal is to prevent what happened to Kachina from happening. Then, I understand.
Wow, I thought things were gonna get...
I owe you an apology, Archon. We could always hold the pilgrim...
I've considered that. Without the chance if you're a participant,
So, essentially...
you've learned about staying there, your sins. Imagine, I won't sugar.
Just like you said, you can focus on...
The Abyss goes...
Kachina's waiting... I failed to protect...
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you, the masters of... If we can find... Then comes the heart. Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way, however.
It's fine by me.
Same here.
Fighting you.
See, Lolly of the Masters of the Nightwind. It was originally...
That was the artifact I...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks. Besides, you're the one... Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality. Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Things were pretty complicated.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. Ideally, this would be...
Oh, I almost forgot. Atei was wounded. It embodies fond...
I didn't think this did. If things were different, the two of us... But no,
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of
you're right. The gradual as things stand. But the abyss has brought catastrophe. We can't... No. If I said nothing at all,
Another simple...
I have never... Let's go.
You mean?
Yes. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the... So until our hero...
But that can only last so long.
Don't let desperation... Those chosen by the Wyeth have already... All we can do.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice...
If I possess great strength. But I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon! It's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Nightwind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended. you were right, Archon? He was a formidable opponent.
I never imagined someone. If the Saritas.
Yeah, the hard injures are all jerk, but I'm sure the cap.
Whatever his motive.
No, the wound I inflicted should hold him back besides.
In other words, there are traitors among.
Not necessary, but we exchange. Can each go to the Masters of the Nightwind and look at.
Of course, I'll have
Yes. Natlan's strength has never. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flame. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. Once we find Kachina's ancient name.
Okay, let's just keep...
Jessica,
Nice to see you again. I'm afraid we don't have to.
well, hold on.
My friend Kachina.
Rescuer.
That's right.
I'm sorry. The nature of that.
I appreciate what you tried.
I thought you had said.
Is something wrong? Life is not.
Do that.
Thank you.
Seems like you two go way back. But,
Oh, Jessica's a peacekeeper. Your younger sister.
oh, you're the younger sister.
Yes. But let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom's like a river flowing with concepts. And the ancient name, in that sense, the stone is like a...
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent.
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior. He's got a keen eye.
Bichama?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hots. Where can we find...
Ever since Mel.
Thank you.
Good luck. I hope it...
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah! Hello there, are you Bichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that impossible? No, if you really think...
Are you
Everything's fine. After I help you find...
your friend? Oh, why not?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it.
That's not a problem. Cat?
Then we're agreed. I see. From what I can tell, it functions once the connection is established.
Wow, you got all that.
I just picked up. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up.
We'll go right away.
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one is tangible?
By creating something tangible.
Oh, I see.
Right, I need one. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the children of Act.
Gotcha.
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried,
What do you think, Cheska? There's no need.
I appreciate... Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more ins. Hang on, Kachina. Hello, the brutes?
As in rock climbing?
Yes. How much? Oh, the whole deal.
Wait,
What, you want me to drive?
oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house.
All right. That's everything. Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the... Excuse me. Do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Relax. Everything's going according. I know, it's just... I can tell you, Chomp. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stone.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it...
Perfect. Thank you. How much do I owe you?
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. Well, here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Bichama just now. How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years.
Do you know what?
I heard about it in passing when I was out drinking. I don't know all the details. Bichama, Malco was an amazing fighter. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage, and were but on the eve of...
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss. Bichama didn't argue. It's just... Malco and the others ended up facing up. Bichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself. Oh, yeah. I've tried convincing him to move. The Abyss's costs... Anyway.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary... As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient... Go ahead. After Malco fell, I scouted. If I had been there, I've always...
But that happened several... The Pyro Archon...
There might not be much hope. Alright, let's get to it. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Bichama mentioned. Let's get closer. Watch it, coming, watch out, everyone! Let's go, Watch out! Go!
longer, Bichama.
Not long. We're getting close. Quick, take it! I found Kachina's ancient name.
Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
The Abyss is corroding his body.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Oh, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
No, why can't I find him?
We can't wait any longer. Pull away from the stone, Mulan.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone.
In that case, we have no time. Get back!
Jessica, wait! Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speak.
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. You were all caught in the shockwave of the...
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go.
Okay.
At least Kachina. Vichama! Vichama!
I couldn't find... Once your ancient name disappeared, and now... It's too late to save him. From the mid...
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the...
This is...
Hey, Malco. Not enough to swing a sword.
I never thought I'd actually...
Guess I have something to be thankful for. He's like... Maybe you're right. Bichama, I'm so glad. Don't be sad. Just keep on moving.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing it, but...
A deeper pain.
Malco was always the type to put on a brave. For all...
Vichama.
I'm fine. Actually, when you asked for my help, but... Well, once allowed to fester, guilt. If I could do it all that way, there are critical juncture. That's something.
Thank you, Vichama. I promised I would find her.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though next to him, though, your own... Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient...
Koichi,
I think you know it.
honestly, they're back.
Koichi? What are you...
Don't play dumb. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow.
I'll be just a moment.
Who was that?
Koichi, Jessica's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. She was afflicted with rare... Sort of...
For some reason...
Well,
I remember those days. Eventually she got... It sounds like she's...
that's...
Oh, I get it.
I'm all for your adventure. Still,
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say.
That attitude is exactly the problem.
Well, technically...
Again with the... We agreed, but a trip to the...
What do you mean, sneak into...
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you?
You feel like he went back on his word.
Oh,
This is important.
you don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle...
All right, whatever.
You... What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and prompt
Time out.
Jessica, does it sound...
Then
But the person you make...
that's a different issue.
I've also...
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a...
Koichi!
So,
Then support me.
so, that's it.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related, but...
Really?
You know, I said that very... It's not my place.
Thank you.
Anytime. According to Kini...
If only Tonya...
It might be in a few more pieces.
Huh? I see. Still, stay safe out there in the night.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without that...
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? That's why it happened. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of... Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's path. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
sorry about before.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotion. Well, now that we have Vegeta's ancient name, let's go track her down.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye.
Wow, it looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes, and physical items do a far better job of preserving. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
Alright, we'll have a look.
Like I said, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, if you're curious about...
This fishing basket looks... This flower looks like it's thriving. Make sure to handle everything.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head.
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. This belt is a symbol of great honor within the association, and even if a warrior had the strength to put it on...
Sounds like.
So the owner of the original belt, Katera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical. He would often wear this version when training in order...
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time.
The powder still needs some time to settle. Well, what do you think of...
Yeah, if each item represents a different this every...
That's right. The item, they demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory, one that I've...
At once!
Well, let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say? Exactly. Take out a portion of that journey. The future is the same way. Of course, humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past. While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future, only by uniting the people of Natlan across to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine. That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no, namely a frame, by holding the pilgrim. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them
So it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rule. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned...
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close. I was having a hard time thinking of an Archon. It really doesn't look like there was anything special.
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry,
No matter what becoming the my father made the most. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and my sister immediately burst into tears. The two, I still remember the way they laid...
Wow.
Isn't that what being a fan as the Archon?
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister...
I believe she ended up working as an architect, an artist. Anyway, that's enough about me. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I?
It's okay, Kachina, it's just us.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyab saved me, even though its power. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing
Don't listen to those sounds. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for it.
It's okay. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you can't, I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for... I don't know what lies the... You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars. A hero of Natlan. All you need...
I'm really still... I don't want...
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close.
Looks like we lost contact. No, this entrance to the Night Kingdom was left up.
I know.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. That face you just made.
No, I'll go with them too. Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to... Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you... That won't... I hope not.
Well, this ought to be entertaining.
The scene is on the case.
So we're under...
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization. Humans only established their own society.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns? They had their...
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time. So what you're saying is... No, it's going to be, huh?
hurry? Of course. I'm eager to get started. Then let's go.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? I thought you were a warrior from the collective of Prey.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day to list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice.
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Take flight.
You little monkey! What's your problem? This one's got your name on it.
Life goes on.
You little monkey! It's like this. You little monkey!
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance.
Yes.
We act. Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself. Hey, you don't have to drag Paimon. You're pulling too hard.
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom. It looks so different from what that overflow of energy is probably.
From this point forward, everything we know about the
Paimon's more.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
Well, just like I said, our real world, if this was the real world, we...
That's it? You really think that little of Paimon? That's not even why Paimon asked.
So that means all we need to do is find Kitchen.
Exactly. This light...
Yeah, these floating black things don't look.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power.
Ghost! I told you, ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the one to help Vichama, right? Yes, Vichama's friend. It's like he was... I'm sorry, I can...
No, we should be the ones apologizing. But we had to destroy it.
Of course. Under the power of... turns out even our regret.
Whether in triumph or death. You want
Exactly. You're looking for a young girl from the children of Act1. I'd like to help her once. Be careful.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Quick, get back here. Stay close to me. My power will be more attack. Hurry, keep this up. Let's try the route. This way. Not good. Monsters.
Faster? Okay, faster. Did you hear that? What? Never mind.
Don't scare Paimon like that!
I heard it too.
What did it say?
It doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place! We're here, Kachina! Melanie, you made it!
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea.
Hey there! Go.
You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! The monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The YF's power helps keep me hidden, so I just...
Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then? Actually, I have a request. I can't accept that was the pyro...
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles. Represent. You can think of them like there are countless proxies scattered around the night. But if a proxy were...
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're... Still, we can't just leave the YF...
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice... Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for 2... No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you. But that's because we want to help the YO. Not because we have something to... You don't have anything to prove out. Oh, right. The sooner we've already come all this way. So
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss Monster.
all by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's alright. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the air. I don't have much time. So go. Achieve your goal. Return to the...
Thank you forever. You're a true hero.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I made a stronger step than that. Wyatt? I'm back. My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyatt, can you hear me?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. Right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place. Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think you tried to... You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but no, I thought that ancient... The Pyro... Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina, give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Melanie, because I'm not...
You're right. You also couldn't be more...
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down. The power lies but in Archon.
Well said.
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance.
There aren't many.
We won. We actually won.
That's what he gets for under. Fantastic work, Kachina. This makes me so...
I'm happy too, Melanie. Together we really are unstoppable.
My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me. It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden. Wait.
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so... Still, seeing you pull it off. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, it took years worthless. The Pyro Archons, only then will we have the power.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought
I've heard that name before.
since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name. That means you have fully embodied the Asp under the name Umoja. We shall unite the...
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your vein, its blaze even amid everlasting darkness. Our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Melanie?
So many memories. My brain is flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what happened.
Okay, that should be enough. Why up? Why up? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina, my dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer.
You are already an outstanding.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. Your ancient name is just that, a name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change, no matter what the future holds. It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion, but it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyob, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear. Whoa, what's going on? An earthquake? We're out of time. It's the power of Beavis. Quick, we need to run. It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us. But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it a lot? She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness. So you're saying every great display of power comes at a price. You must feel terrible, Kachina. Let's get back to the stadium.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss. Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well. Right. I'll let her explain every move. Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have. Oh,
Thank goodness you made it. Take a seat, everybody. All right, that should do it for now. I have to say, though.
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its...
Given the current situation, that ability.
Of course.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right, just give it time.
Yeah. All right. There's so much to discuss. I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it first. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction.
Huh? No. That can't be true, can it?
That's right. Our looming destruction.
Mulani told us a little bit about...
500 years ago, all the nations of Tibet, unlike the other nations, the battle against the Abyss was even then. And still, the problems plaguing the Night Kingdom immediately after the war. But at that time, our civilization was dying if we didn't bring the nation back together. So, the Archon had a long and...
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered... Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, but there's still something I don't understand. But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is...
That's right. A god can extend but as we all know, a human life is like only by death.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss, although if the Natlan of the goal was to, once a tribe was back, the Chosen would then...
So that means...
That's right. After your adventure in the...
So another...
Yes. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wyob has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection...
Exactly. It's just another tactic if we want to unblock that information. So, I've tried my best to help them from the... Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Yonsan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wai of Mulan. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year.
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time...
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be just like your determination to... So I suppose you're not going to tell them. That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder it. I can only trust it. I have never believed I could... Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any... You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still, after all, in addition to their sentiment...
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are... Over time, they became imbued with a certain... On their own, each act by burning those items, I was able to act... It was a rather crude approach, so all their power...
Wait, what? That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter... Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry. And then, besides, if they knew those items helped save the present...
Even when you...
the people and the events, if you still have regret, your deeds will become new...
Well, we...
Now that Kachina has... We can all use the rest. Try not to let it get... Alright.
When I... The Attract, the people of this spring, it's been really nice. I've witnessed their energy. Even when... I'm certain, one day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. The abyss is my rage. But you came to me because I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head fight...
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. We will do everything we can, even across time.
Yeah, Mom's right. No, seriously though, Dad...
Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone. The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight.
Who will be...
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no, it's not...
Well, you two...
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Yeah, she was super...
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty...
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, her impulse to fight.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little... Anyway, I'm just...
Even...
No way. Chaska never... I appreciate the understanding. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to phone.
Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind... In the end, it's all you...
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone.
I always knew you could do it with so much... You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your...
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just...
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get it?
I wasn't. I just... When he insisted on repaying the favor...
But the fact of the matter is that I'm really sorry, Kachina.
It's amazing that
So, what about...
our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and...
Serves you all.
Alright. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Buck. Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon, his traveler and his companion Paimon. For some of this, they've agreed to let me learn from them. And let's not forget my good friends, Lomalani, Chaska, Kanich, and the Yonsang. They all helped the traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back to the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them.
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it feel being a hero? To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion! Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
How did you know? That's my mom's favorite.
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away. Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and ever... You could just as... Imagine if I said, let's leave right now and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous. I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me. Besides, Every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan or, of course.
I'm suddenly remembering that.
Yes, it was. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude she played. Still, it was an impressive achievement. You feel lost. This is war. And there can be no war without loss. I am already. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through.
Yeah.
I suppose, but even if the future ends in destruction, and it's precise, this is a pivotal moment. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side, whatever it takes. Your resistance, if you agree to join us.
Ancient me.
They can. Possessing the Odor Resurrect, just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
Yeah, we can't just.
Wonderful. We never fought.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is no
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never. As for you, I must confess,
No matter how dense the... you don't have much
I'm beginning to see just how useful you made you